My name is Courtney Jamel Kitchen. I was born in Houston, Texas, born and raised. I went into the Navy a year after high school, worked for a year, and then I decided to join right after my birthday. First place I went as when I got signed up in MEPS. First place is boot camp in Great Lakes. I did boot camp at Great Lakes. After boot camp at Great Lakes, my first duty station was Mayport, Florida. I was on the USS John F. Kennedy. I helped decommission that ship. Then I went to Virginia. I got an NEC code there for ACNR, and I went on to the USS Baton, and I served 5 years on the USS Baton, and then I did shore duty. I served the United States Navy as a machinist mate second class for roughly 8 years. Good experiences, bad experiences, all in all. Coming out, I am been diagnosed with PTSD and the struggle with that on an everyday basis. As somebody with PTSD, I understand that sometimes when we go into different locations such as Walmart or other superstores, it can be feeling like a small battle, but a simple walk to a mall can feel like a full-blown out war to us. And just to have somewhere, something that we can do to relax our mind, to get away from it all, would be great.
I can see him fulfilling his dream. He talks so passionately about it, and I know that he really wants this. He's been talking about it for a very long time.
I would love to have several acres so I can have my cattle grow, so that they can grow and I can breed more without running out of space. I also would like to do an aquaponic system, a pond, probably an acre long, to where I can have different stock fish in it. My aquaponic system will provide me with fresh food and fresh water for myself and for my cattle. I also have the fresh water feeding to the pond. I would love to run it all off of solar power. That way I'm not really running up a bill, an electric bill. Plan on planting some crops, some different groups. Also different trees and fruit plants.
I seen the passion in that when he was at Lamar High School here in Houston, Texas, in the FFA.
So when I'm coming out to my uncle's farmland, this is my tranquility and my peace, and I get, hopefully, once mine is up and running, I can have different sections for other veterans to come and different stress relievers for us. That's why I would like to have the pond for fishing, the breeding of the cows, the plants, the chickens, the animals. Just different variety of something that we can do that's not always structured.
I've been farming for around the last 30 years. CJ has always had the love for farm activities and cattle, and ever since he was real small, he's just had the love for it.
Things about being out here and on the farm is the peace, the quiet. There's no cars or horns blowing, no people outraged, and no people walking around. It's peaceful. You sit down with the calm animals, it calms you. You can sit by the water. I mean, just being out here is a lot. I can't even explain how much of a difference the feeling inside you have of being away and somewhere where you can be peaceful and knowing that it's just you and your animals, or you and your land.
I see CJ lighten up every time he talks about his dream and the farm, and I see that's doable for him. I see him struggling with his PTSD throughout the day to day, but his dream is strong, and I know that he'll succeed at it because that's always been in his heart.
Providing land for other veterans is another must for me, just because of the heartache it takes for trying to come out of the military and getting a job, and knowing that you're suffering with something that nobody else can understand but somebody else who's going through it. We need that peace and that tranquility, and this is something that hopefully I can provide for others.